Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Francis Mahan. I am the author of 5 books, including The Journey into the Mind. Today, we're going to go on a journey into the mind to figure out what is the easiest way or way in which we can manifest. You see, I manifested this book. I wanted to write a book. I didn't know how to write a book. I never had. Although I had inspirations, I didn't know how to go about writing a book. Which way do I go? Do I start writing first? Do I just let my inspiration flow through and then figure out later on how to publish, how to edit, and what to do? And in what format do I publish my book? You see, in life, to manifest, you have to be able to ignore all the negative influences that come to you. Let me give you an example. If you are looking for a job and you happen to be minority in a place where you live, let's say you're in Russia or you are in Paris and you don't speak French, and you don't speak Russian, the chances of you succeeding in a place like that will be 1 in 100. Why? First of all, you're not a native. Second of all, you don't know the rules and regulation. And third, you will have a lot of opposition depending upon your qualifications. That doesn't mean that it's impossible. The same thing can happen here in the US. Today, people claim that we are prejudiced against Black. But this country is facing prejudice against nationality, against races, against status, against homeless, and a multitude of other reasons to be prejudiced against others. If you happen to live in Little Italy and you do not adjust to the form of the Italians, you will face prejudice. The same thing will happen if you live in Little China or if you live in China. You must first adjust and learn the ways of the people that live there that are majority in order for you to succeed. Otherwise, you will still be left behind with the ambitions and the desires to try to make it. Although there are many who, even though they face confrontation, break through, but it takes them a very long time. And there is a lot of competition they have to fight before they are able to be successful. The Colonel from Kentucky Fried Chicken had to break through thousands of no's in order to be successful. And today, that competition is even more ruthless because of race, sometimes religion, and sometimes those who are so selfish because they have power and control in certain areas of the country because they're majority and they control and monitor the system. In other words, if you're an outsider, you do not have that opportunity. If someone is already occupying a space, you're not going to go in and try to talk to a manager or present a contract and think that you are going to get in the front door. It's going to take you a while. However, I am here to tell you that it is possible. If people undermine you, or someone wants to say that you're not qualified, or they do not want to give you information about the person in charge or whoever you're to talk to about them, do not let that negative answer and influence affect your energy, because the miracle in manifesting lays in your energy. You must continue a positive state of mind and positive outlook and be firm on your desires and your dream. Whatever is it that you're trying to accomplish. Because if you do that, you will deter all the negative influences coming into your surrounding, even in your mind, and you will be able to be successful. It is the only way to move forward when you are either competing or battling with competition that is ruthless against your ideas, your desire, a book, a podcast, or whatever you have in mind. This society that we live in today has a new way of trying to control the system, of trying to impede others from being successful. Not necessarily because they feel they're not capable, but because if they have someone already in power, they're going to try to make you feel as if you're not worthy, you don't have what it takes, and you are not coming through that door. And hear this, fear not. There is always an open door for you. If you ambition it and you see that door opening for you, regardless of all the problems and all the confrontations and impediments that you have before you, that door will be waiting for you. Learn first to listen to your inner voice. What is your inner voice saying to you? Let's say, for example, you go and knock on the door and you get that negative vibration, and they're trying to not let you get any information or find out who is in charge or uh, let you in the door. Move away. Try not to fight it. Do not fight negative energy. It will take your positive energy and your fulfilled desires away from being accomplished. Walk away, be calm, and say, okay, what next? Where do I go? What do I do? Do I have a new editor for my book? Do I continue to write this book? Do I change the format? What else can I do to transform what I'm doing and move forward? It is not about the other people. It is about you. What kind of energy are you carrying in and confidence that can help you move forward instead of seeing confrontation as an impossibility, as something that is not an open door for you? See it as an opportunity. Let's say somebody say no to you, I cannot publish your book, or I cannot edit it for less than 2,500, or some people are ridiculous with $6,000 for less than 250 pages. Move on. Continue to do your research. Continue to look forward. Continue to see what other possibilities you have to have your book published. Find out who is out there that can do that from home and is efficient. There are people who do that kind of work from home and they're good. So every no that you get is a possibility to try to figure out what else can I do to make this better. Perhaps this is not the door I need to enter. There is a better door for me open and waiting that could bring an insurmountable amount of possibility, such as information, things that you didn't know, and maybe even something bigger, because that is possible. When working with the law of attraction, you have to concentrate and focus on you and to try to figure out, am I in the right place with the right people? And the way to know that is through their energy. You get a vibration and an energy that gives you something negative, move on. in a very decent and calm way. Walk away, say no if you have to say no, say thank you if you have to say thank you, and just move on. Don't debate, don't continue to ask questions, don't create controversy. Let it go. Because in letting go, you open the door of opportunity for something even better and greater for you. Yes, we do live in a competitive world. And yes, there are people out there that are very prejudiced against race, religion, culture, or nationality. And it happens. Instead, but the world is not noticing because you are the one experiencing it. That is why it's good to try to understand that this is part of reality, but how do you deal with the reality of what's going on out there without letting it affect you in a negative way? Move forward with positive thinking, positive energy, and positive vibrations so you can accomplish your dreams, your desire, or whatever idea or thought you have in mind that you want to input into the future and create to benefit yourself and others. When I wrote this book, I say one of my purposes is to teach about it. The other one is not to try to charge everyone. If someone asks me for the book, I voluntarily give them a copy. I'll sign it and give it to them because that was my purpose. One of the purpose was to create a charity in which I could use the benefit from my book to give to a charity. However, I wasn't successful. But that dream is not dead. I'm still here. And as long as I'm alive, so is my dream. Thank you for listening. This is Francis Mahan on a journey into the mind, going inward, trying to figure out how do we manifest what we want to manifest, regardless of all the inconveniences that are out there in the real world. Have a wonderful weekend. Love and light.